Listen, we'll use you in the next video. You're just not needed in this one. Hi everyone. Welcome to the simulator video. This is so cool. Now, we know that not every student is going to have their own Tello, but we want every student to learn at the same time. So we have the simulator. What the simulator does is it lets you simulate your Tello's flight in a virtual world. It is so cool. Now, we have three. We have the minimal one, and I'll go through all three of these real quick. I'll be right back. I'll be back for you. Don't worry. So to access the simulator, go to dev.droneblocks.io/simulator.html, and that link is somewhere here. There it is. And what you can do, for a cool throwback, we have got Simulator V1 up here. Check that out if you want. But for this video, I want to show you these three simulators here. Now we have Minimal, which is a blank world with a lovely bright purple floor with multiple helipads. So what that looks like is this. Now, the DroneBlocks simulator is password protected and the password changes every month. You can access that password in the curriculum, and I'll show you how to do that in the next lesson. Okay, so here we have the simulator. So I can zoom in and zoom out. I can drag around, and here's pretty cool. Look, it's remembered my code, 60, 60, 60. That's cool. But I'm just going to go and do a new mission. Okay, so I've got a blank mission. I can click on my hamburger. I can see I've logged in already. If you haven't logged in, you can just log in, and then we can go menu, my missions. And what we'll see here, 60-inch square, amazing. I'm going to click on launch. That resets. And then it tells you the name of the mission is 60-inch square. There's my code. Just going to zoom in so it looks nice and pretty. And if I click on the hamburger and say launch, watch what happens. The Tello is going to take it away. Oh, too much zoom. Little more. There you go. So there is my drone flying in a 60-inch square. That is so cool. The yellow line is the flight path. I'm just going to speed this up real quick because we have more simulators to get to. And there you have it. I can use this environment to fly my 60 inches and make sure that the code works. Now let's try the other simulator. Now, here we have the city. It's quite a big environment. You can have your students fly around the city. You can give them tasks such as fly up to the helipad on each of these building tops. Or you can have them fly around and locate a bank or a bakery or a station. So then they could find it here. Oh, there's a station. How cool is that? Hello, station. And then they will need to navigate from that point. You can teach them about safety, such as not flying over vehicles. And it creates a nice task-oriented environment for you to teach your students all about the drones. Now, every bit of code that you do in here can be saved and then run on your Tellos inside the classroom. So, for example, you might not have a city in your classroom, but you could space 4 desks apart and have them scale their code so they fly to 4 different desks. But don't worry, lesson 3, we have all these ideas for you. Now, let's check out the last simulator, Mars. Now, the Mars simulator is really unique because it has a separate course in our curriculum with 7 different lessons. Now, each one of those lessons will give your students different tasks. So one of the tasks is to fly your drone around the solar panels, inspecting it for damage. Now, in this case, there's no damage. Great solar panels, they can't be damaged. But it's giving the students a task, so they have to achieve that. There's an area where they have to fly from satellite to satellite. They have to go from different seismometers. They even end up helping a real-life rocket scientist examining the rocket before the end of the lesson. It is so cool. So while we're here, let's just click on the hamburger and launch our mission. And let's just see our drone fly in that 60-inch square. And it takes off, moves around. Very cool. Just going to hit a panel. Nope. Fantastic. And one of my favorite parts, like I said, is if we click on the hamburger, all the mission code that we work out in the simulator can be saved and launched on the Tello. So that way you can have half your class engaging on the simulator while the other half use a Tello, or vice versa. It depends on how many devices you have in your classroom. But if you start thinking about the simulator, how great it is to teach concepts while your students just can share devices instead of getting into the drone, there are so many cool lessons you can make for your students. When I first saw the simulator, I instantly knew this was going to make block coding and drones so accessible to all the students. It's absolutely incredible. And speaking of incredible, Did you know that you can actually program in JavaScript to fly your drones? That's right. When you're ready to move on from block coding, you can go into JavaScript. So grab your drone and a battery and your device and meet me in the next video.